What if the smallest detail tells the biggest story? It was not a press conference. It was not a public declaration. It was not a carefully staged announcement beneath flashing cameras. It was a ring. And in the world of Korean entertainment, a single ring can shake an empire. If you are still watching, subscribe. Let's get the story started as the world of your favorite celebrity unfolds.
Stay tuned.
When Song Hye Kyo appeared at a recent public engagement, poised and luminous as ever, few expected the internet to ignite within minutes. The cameras captured her effortless elegance, her composed smile, her signature quiet confidence. But then the images spread. High-resolution photographs, close-ups, freeze frames. There, resting unmistakably on her finger, was a ring that fans had never seen before. Within hours, speculation transformed into headlines. And the boldest of them all echoed across platforms. Forever is the deal. Because in the minds of many, there was only one possible origin. The name attached to the rumor that has refused to fade. The man whose silence has become as powerful as any statement. Lee Min-ho. And so the narrative deepened. Song Hye Kyo is no stranger to public scrutiny. For decades, she has carried the weight of admiration and expectation with remarkable restraint. From her early emotional breakthrough in Autumn in My Heart to the global phenomenon of Descendants of the Sun and her chilling reinvention in The Glory, she has mastered the art of commanding attention without chasing it. But this moment was different. Because this time, the attention was not about a character. It was about her. The ring itself was understated yet undeniable. Not flamboyant, not excessively ornate, but luminous in a way that cameras love. Industry watchers quickly began dissecting every detail. The cut, the setting, the placement. Was it symbolic? Was it fashion? Was it coincidence? Meanwhile, Lee Min-ho's name surged across trending lists. The same actor who rose to global prominence through Boys Over Flowers and solidified his international legacy in The King, Eternal Monarch now found himself at the center of a narrative that felt less scripted and more personal than any role he has ever played. Fans reacted in waves.
Shock.
Celebration. Disbelief.
Joy.
Some called it destiny. Two titans of Korean drama history, their careers running parallel for years, now perhaps converging in a chapter no writer could have predicted. Others urged caution, reminding the public that jewelry does not equal confirmation. Fashion choices are not declarations. Silence is not admission. Yet the symbolism proved irresistible. In Korean celebrity culture, visible rings carry weight. They are rarely accidental in public settings. Stylists are meticulous. Agencies are vigilant. Every accessory, every fabric choice, every angle is reviewed with intention. Which is precisely why this ring felt intentional. Or did it? There remains no official confirmation. No joint statement. No agency press release. The same silence that has fueled speculation continues to stretch across the narrative like an invisible thread. And that silence has become part of the story itself. Imagine the scene. A poised actress stepping into a venue filled with cameras. Flashbulbs igniting in rapid succession. Microphones extended, questions about projects and performances, and on her hand, a quiet glimmer that instantly shifts the conversation from art to forever. Because forever is not a casual word. It implies commitment. It implies permanence. It implies a decision made beyond the reach of headlines. For fans who have followed both stars for over a decade, the idea carries emotional weight. Lee Min-ho, the global heartthrob whose on-screen romances defined an era. Song Hye Kyo, the embodiment of timeless elegance who has navigated love under the harshest public gaze. Together, they represent history. And history makes people believe in epic endings. But reality resists easy narratives. There is also the possibility that the ring is simply a ring. A brand endorsement. A stylist's selection. A personal accessory unconnected to any romantic revelation. The danger of collective imagination is that it can elevate ordinary details into monumental declarations. Still, the timing has fueled curiosity. Recent rumors linking the two have not yet been formally addressed. Public sightings, overlapping industry appearances, and subtle interactions have already heightened attention. Now, this visual detail adds a tangible symbol to an otherwise intangible rumor. Social media platforms have become digital town squares. Slow-motion zooms of her hand circulate endlessly. Comparison photos attempt to identify the ring's origin. Anonymous sources claim insider knowledge. Others dismiss the frenzy as projection. And at the center remain two individuals who have said nothing. There is something almost cinematic about the unfolding drama. No explosive confession. No staged proposal. Just a single gleam under bright lights, igniting global speculation. If it is a signal, it is the quietest one imaginable. If it is coincidence, it is the most powerful coincidence of the year. The phrase "forever is the deal" has become a rallying cry among hopeful supporters. It suggests not just romance, but resilience. Two careers built on enduring fame, perhaps choosing endurance in their personal lives as well. Yet until words replace whispers, the story remains suspended. In the grand architecture of celebrity culture, sometimes the smallest object becomes the loudest headline. A ring is circular, endless, without beginning or end. Perhaps that symbolism alone is enough to capture the imagination of millions. Or perhaps the real revelation is not about a ring at all. Perhaps it is about how deeply people want to believe in lasting love, especially when it involves figures who have given audiences so many fictional romances over the years. For now, the cameras have moved on. The event has concluded. The images remain. And somewhere between rumor and reality, between glitter and silence, one question continues to shimmer. Is forever truly the deal? Until confirmation arrives, the answer remains hidden behind composed smiles, controlled statements, and a single, luminous ring that refuses to stop shining. And what if the ring is not the conclusion, but the opening scene of something far larger? As the images continue to circulate, the story has evolved beyond a single accessory. It has become a cultural moment. Analysts on entertainment panels debate symbolism. Fashion experts weigh in on whether the ring appears custom, vintage, or newly acquired. Online forums dissect the angle of her hand placement, the choice of outfit, even the subtle composure in her expression. Because when the subject is Song Hye Kyo, nothing is ever just incidental. For years, she has mastered the delicate art of public presence. Every appearance is controlled, refined, deliberate. After her transformative performance in The Glory, she stepped into a new era of authority, an actress no longer defined by romance alone, but by power and reinvention. And yet, with a single ring, the narrative has swung back toward love. Meanwhile, Lee Min-ho remains characteristically composed. A global star whose breakthrough in Boys Over Flowers made him synonymous with modern Kdrama romance, he understands how quickly fiction and reality blur in the public imagination. His later work, including The King, Eternal Monarch, cemented him as a figure of grandeur and myth. Now, ironically, the mythology surrounds his real life. The agencies are still silent. And silence, in this context, feels like choreography. In South Korea's entertainment industry, official confirmations are rarely impulsive. They are timed, strategized, negotiated. When a relationship is acknowledged publicly, it is often because the couple has decided the narrative can no longer be contained. The absence of a statement may suggest caution, or perhaps protection. But for fans, patience is not instinctive. Supporters flood comment sections with congratulations, already speaking as though an engagement has been confirmed. Others urge restraint, reminding everyone that symbolism is not evidence. Skeptics question whether the ring might be part of a brand endorsement. Optimists insist the glow in her expression reveals something deeper. The debate itself has become the spectacle. There is something timeless about the fascination with rings. They're small, but they carry the weight of vows. They suggest intention, commitment, a future mapped out beyond public approval. In many cultures, including South Korea's, visible jewelry on a significant finger invites immediate interpretation. And perhaps that is why this moment feels so charged. If the ring is indeed connected to Lee Min-ho, then this would mark one of the most iconic unions in modern Korean entertainment history. Two actors whose faces have defined the global spread of Korean drama. Two careers built on portraying unforgettable love stories. The poetic symmetry would be irresistible. But if it is not, then the episode reveals something equally powerful, the intensity of public longing for narrative closure. The desire to see real-life romance mirror the cinematic arcs these actors once performed. The need for an epic pairing that feels worthy of their stature. The phrase "forever is the deal" continues to echo online, as though it were a line lifted from a screenplay. Yet real life does not unfold in scripted acts. It moves quietly, privately, often away from the cameras that attempt to frame it. What makes this chapter extraordinary is not confirmation. It is the possibility. Possibility that two season stars have found something genuine away from flashbulbs. Possibility that this is a calculated tease before an official revelation. Possibility that the ring is nothing more than elegance, misinterpreted by millions. And through it all, both remain composed. No reactive statements. No defensive clarifications. No theatrical denials. Just grace. In a world addicted to instant exposure, restraint feels revolutionary. The cameras may continue to zoom. Commentators may continue to speculate. Fans may continue to celebrate or debate. But the truth, whatever it may be, exists beyond trending hashtags and viral close-ups. If forever is indeed the deal, the announcement will come when they choose, not when the internet demands it. And if this moment fades into rumor history, it will still stand as proof of something undeniable, the extraordinary power these two individuals hold over the public imagination. For now, the ring remains a symbol suspended between fact and fantasy. A circle without a beginning. A story without an ending. A gleam that has turned whispers into headlines. And somewhere, behind composed smiles and guarded doors, the real answer rests quietly, untouched by speculation, waiting only for the moment it decides to step into the light.